How long typical processing times for a marriage-based green card? So the typical time frames, if you're married to a US citizen and you are applying inside the United States, that would be an adjustment of status. That's when you file the I-130 spouse petition along with your I-485 application to adjust to permanent legal residency. And those cases typically take about, I would say, maybe 9 to 15 months on average in Houston and from the cases I'm seeing. You will file the I-130, this petition from your spouse, along with your Form I-485 application to status. You probably would also want to file the 765 for work permit. And if you plan to do any traveling during that time outside of the country, you must file for an advance. After you file all of that, you will get a receipt that you'll likely get a biometrics appointment where you go get your fingerprints taken, and then you will usually get an interview. You and your spouse will go to the USCIS field office closest to where you live. You will be interviewed. They want to see that you're eligible, that you don't have any disqualifying factors, and that you do have a real good faith marriage. So you'll take your evidence, attend the interview, and then hopefully you will be approved. Sometimes right on the spot, they'll stamp your passport as a permanent resident. Most of the time, they won't do that. They will tell you that you've been recommended for approval, but they need the final approval from their supervisor. So hopefully within about a week or two, you will get letter or that indicating that you've been approved, and shortly after, green card. That's the typical time frame for a marriage-based adjustment of status. There are factors that might affect these time frames. One would be the priorities. So they're always shifting priorities. Sometimes they might prioritize citizenship applications. Times they might move on to a different permanent resident applications. That, depending on what the priority is at the time, in the last year, they were really prioritizing citizenship applications. So we were getting those in 3 to 6 months, and the residency adjustments of status were taking longer. They have said that now they are going to prioritize these adjustments of status. And so we have started seeing that those are going a little bit faster. So there have been some cases within 2, 3, maybe 4 months getting your interview. Factor would be centers and field offices. So it'll be the office that's closest to where you live. And there's different offices throughout the country. Some of them are more backed up, or some of them are more efficient. So just depending what off your, that will also might be a factor as well. Big factor would be complete is your application. If you submit everything with all the paperwork, all the forms properly filed, and all the evidence, then that would be a lot easier for the officer to look at it and say, okay, I'm set it for an interview. We're good to go. If you're missing documents, if it's not fully complete, if there's missing pages, then that could cause delays. They might, before they send you the interview, they might ask you to submit that information, and that could definitely delay your case. Lastly, there's a backlog just to schedule the interview. Of course, if you request a change or to reschedule that interview, then you're definitely going to be delaying it. And so there's some of the that go into the timing. One last thing that I would add would be that, are they changing the priorities? Administration has different reasoning, or the suspected reasoning, for why now are they going towards these legal permanent residency applications. And that is because this is one of the times where they screen the application, and if they find that somebody is not eligible to become a resident, that would be a really easy for them to either detain you at the interview or to deny your case and send you to the immigration judge under deportation proceedings. So unfortunately, I don't think it's out of the goodness of their heart that they're focusing on making these adjustment for status applications faster right now, or prioritizing them. If you have any negative history in your background, if you have any sort of criminal history or arrests, definitely go talk to an immigration lawyer before you file any of this stuff, because I don't want you to be surprised if you get detained or if you get denied and sent to immigration courts. Should go to an immigration lawyer first, but especially if you have any sort of immigration history or criminal history. And unfortunately, the hard part is that you might not know what is puts you in danger and what doesn't put you in danger. And one of those cases I saw earlier this week where the person citizenship and they're trying to revoke their residency, it was because he had some immigration history in the past. And if he would have come to an attorney before filing this stuff, it would have been known and he would have probably been able to get it solved. But I digress. Just know that they are screening these in more detailed and very important to get your case reviewed by a trusted immigration lawyer before you file anything.